We like to believe success comes from talent. But look closer, and you'll notice something strange. The people who rise the highest aren't always the ones who start ahead. It's the quiet patterns of effort, adaptation, and timing that silently decide who breaks through and who plateaus. You've felt it in your own life. Moments when potential didn't match results, and you couldn't explain why. Hidden Potential by Adam Grant reveals the system beneath the surface, the unseen forces that shape growth and achievement. This is Beyond the Books, and here's the summary of Hidden Potential. Hidden potential begins with an uncomfortable truth. The abilities we see in ourselves and in others are almost never the full picture. What looks like talent is often just the visible tip of something deeper. The forces that drive mastery and real achievement live beneath the surface. And if we want to unlock them, we first have to understand the system that keeps them hidden. Most of us assume potential is fixed. We see a child who plays piano effortlessly, and we say, "She's gifted." A colleague solves problems faster than anyone else, and we whisper, "He's a natural." But here's the first pattern you have to see. Visible talent is the result of an invisible process. It isn't a static trait. It's a living system, shaped by timing, effort, opportunity, and environment. Consider the story of a late bloomer, someone who struggled in school for years, never top of the class, overlooked, underestimated. Then, in their 20s or 30s, they surge forward. Skills click. They surpass the so-called naturals. What changed? The hidden system of potential finally aligned. Here's how it works. Potential isn't a single trait. It's a dynamic interaction of 3 layers. 1. Capacity. The raw resources you can draw on. 2. Opportunity. The conditions that activate that capacity. 3. Adaptation. The willingness to evolve through feedback. If any one of these is missing, progress stalls. We celebrate capacity when we see it, but without the right opportunity and the courage to adapt, it stays buried. And here's the part most people miss. Growth is non-linear. It is invisible until it compounds. It feels slow until it suddenly accelerates. This is why hidden potential fools us. From the outside, it looks like overnight success. From the inside, it's years of quiet iteration, finally breaking through. Adam Grant calls this the power of scaffolding. Picture a building under construction. At first, the structure is fragile. It needs support beams and temporary frameworks to stay upright. Human growth works the same way. When we receive the right scaffolding, mentors, feedback, structured challenges, our potential develops faster and with more confidence. Without scaffolding, we crumble under frustration and self-doubt. So, here's an example. A young athlete keeps making small mistakes in games. Her confidence shatters. She starts to believe she'll never be good enough. Then a coach steps in. Instead of yelling, he gives her micro goals. He praises effort and corrects mistakes privately. He builds scaffolding. Months later, her performance explodes. Did her potential suddenly change? No. The system finally supported it. Think about your own life. Where are you waiting for potential to appear? Without creating the scaffolding it needs? Where are you judging yourself or others? Without seeing the invisible system that makes growth possible? Here's another truth. Hidden potential thrives in unseen environments. When we're free from constant comparison, when we can experiment, fail quietly, and adjust, our growth accelerates faster than when we're always on stage. This is why many prodigies plateau. They are pushed into the spotlight too early, praised for performance instead of process, and their adaptive system freezes. Late bloomers, on the other hand, they grow in the dark. They make mistakes privately. They tinker, iterate, and rewire. By the time the world notices, they've built a self-correcting system, capable of exponential leaps. But potential is never just about effort. It's about environmental alignment. If your environment rewards surface-level talent, you'll optimize for appearance instead of depth. If your environment rewards experimentation, you'll optimize for resilience and learning. The system shapes the outcome. Pull back, and a bigger pattern appears. 3 primary forces unlock hidden potential. 1. Friction, productive struggle that forces adaptation. 2. Feedback, guidance that corrects without crushing. 3. Freedom, space to explore without constant judgment. When these forces align, potential stops being hidden. It becomes inevitable. Take Thomas Edison, labeled difficult and slow as a child. He didn't thrive in school, but he had freedom, time to experiment in a homemade lab. He had friction, thousands of failed prototypes. He had feedback. Each failure whispered the next step. The result was the visible genius we remember. The system made the man. Psychology adds one more layer: identity flexibility. If you believe you are fixed, every failure feels like a verdict. You collapse inward. If you believe you are malleable, every failure feels like information. You expand outward. This shift in identity is the hidden engine of long-term growth. But here's the paradox. True growth often requires temporary invisibility. If we chase instant recognition, we perform for approval instead of evolving through feedback. Hidden potential grows in quiet cycles. Experiment to adjust, to integrate, to repeat. Recognition comes later, as a byproduct of systems done right. So, how do we live this? By changing our frame of evaluation. Instead of asking, "Am I talented yet?" ask, "Is my system learning faster than before?" Instead of asking, "Why hasn't success arrived?" ask, "Have I built the scaffolding that makes success inevitable?" This perspective shift changes everything. Put it all together, and the system is clear. 1. Potential is dynamic, not fixed. 2. It unfolds through friction, feedback, and freedom. 3. Scaffolding and environment determine visibility. 4. Identity flexibility sustains growth over time. Once you see this, hidden potential is no longer a mystery. It's a predictable system, if we choose to work with it. The final insight is this: your potential isn't a treasure buried inside you. It's a relationship between who you are, the systems you build, and the environments you choose to grow in. When you understand that, you stop waiting to be discovered. You start creating the conditions where your potential can no longer stay hidden. The real shift isn't just knowing you have potential. It's daring to act before you feel ready. Right now, write down one challenge you've been avoiding. And next to it, the smallest step you'll take today to face it. That single move is the spark that turns potential into proof. Comment the step you're taking below. Own it publicly. Like this video, subscribe to Beyond the Books, and step into the version of you that moves first. This is where hidden potential stops hiding.